In yesterday's video, I told you guys that I was planning on telling you all in today's video what I've spent my budget on this month and also that I've stayed within budget. So let's talk about it. Day 17 of 31 of Shopaholic Diaries, where I talk to you guys about my shopping addiction. Y'all, I'm getting so used to saying that. Okay, so let's backtrack just a little bit. Okay, so my husband and I both have a $100 budget. It's a monthly budget. Those are for things that are just for us, not including my hair appointment though. So like if we're by ourselves, like if I drop the kids off for school and I go buy Burger King, that comes out of my $100 personal budget. So it's basically things that are solely for us and not for the whole family. A while ago, I did videos where I would talk about my budget every month. Maybe I need to get back to it because I only did like a few videos, and maybe this will keep me accountable. Before I begin, I do want to mention the scripture that I read this morning. I've mentioned before that I'm reading through Luke, and this scripture today really stood out to me. It's Luke chapter 14, verse 33, and it says, "So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple." That's Jesus speaking. Now, we've been talking about things and, how I like things. And again, there is absolutely nothing wrong with having things. But those things should never be more important to you than Jesus. Those things should never be more important to you than following Jesus. Like if there became a choice between buying a bag and helping someone, I should help someone. Being a Christian requires for you to put aside some of your personal wants, some of your personal desires, even not even just things, but your attitude. Like there are times when people say things that I know for me, I just want to get them. I just want to say what I got to say to them. However, I have to resist that. And, the Bible also says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Being a Christian means you are setting aside those things that you may want to do. So that's just a scripture that really stood out to me this morning. So I hope it makes sense in how I'm using it here. So let's talk about what I spent my money on this month. So I started off with $100. Y'all literally have my little piece of paper here. The first thing I bought was this perfume. It's from Fleur. It is called Not Your Baby. See if you guys can see it. Okay, so what happened was, you guys know my daughter turned 13, so she made a list. Y'all, she put like all these perfumes on her list. Okay, basically she wants to smell like me. Okay, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. So this scent originally is a scent that I had that I ended up giving to her because it wasn't my favorite. So funny enough, it winds up on her list. I had like this size, and side note, I usually buy travel size perfumes because I figure I can get more scents for the money. Buying a bigger bottle of Fleur is like $99. The travel size is like $32. So that means I can get 3 scents for the same price I would pay for a bigger bottle, right? So, girl math, the math be mathing. Okay, anyway, back to this. So this is on her list. Unbeknownst to me, Fleur has discontinued this scent. I didn't know. I usually buy my perfume from Sephora online because I love that they give you samples, honey. And then I have points and stuff. So if I have enough points, I can get something. But honey, this wasn't on there. So I went to the Fleur website and I saw it was under farewell sale. And I saw it was $20. I ended up thinking, well, this is discontinued. It's $20. Let me get one for myself. $20. Y'all, I ended up giving this to my daughter because this scent just isn't for me. Let that be a lesson to us all. Stop settling. I don't care if it's $20. If it's something you don't like, don't get it. Don't buy it, y'all. Because I could have used that $20 for something else. So technically, this $20 should be added back to my budget, right? But I'm not going to do that. So anywho, $20. I'm not including tax here. So that left me with $80. Next up. So I mentioned to you guys that I had a dress that was supposed to get here yesterday, and it did, from Maurice's. Remember, I have shown you guys the green dress. Well, I don't mind buying things the same thing in a different color. So I bought the dress in a different color. I still have it in the package. So let's take it out of the package. Y'all know I love color block too, right? So this is the dress. It is like an off-white and then trimmed in black. This dress was $15. Some of you guys did not meet me when I was back in the, hey, I don't play by my sales life. But that was pretty much like clothing stuff. But honey, I still love me a good sale, okay? So the dress was $15. So that left me with $55. Now listen, if I have missed something on this list, my bad. So in one of my videos, I showed when my daughter and I went shopping. And I mentioned that I got this top from Old Navy. Actually, I may have mentioned this on the live. So this was $10. I've kind of gotten out of order here. $10. Yes. So $80, and then you subtract the $10 for this t-shirt, and that leaves me with $70. $70, then minus the $15 for that dress, leaves me with $55. Y'all, the other morning, I went to McDonald's, and based on the change left in my wallet, I spent about $8. So that leaves me with $47. Now, if I have missed something, my bad. Okay, but we gonna go with what I have right here on this piece of paper, $47. If I think of something else in the future, I'll just plan to put it in another video, okay? So $47 is where I am right now, which is actually great. It's actually great. I am over halfway through the month now, and I still have about half of my budget left. So what will I do with this? We gonna see. This has kind of been an interesting experience. Coming on here and talking to you guys has made me be more accountable. It has also given me something else to think about. Instead of just thinking about purses all day long or thinking about buying things all day long, I'm thinking about these videos that I'm making and checking the comments and checking, if my viewership is increasing, all of that, So this has been a nice distraction, which just kind of tells me that maybe I should be focusing on other things, like being a better Christian. There are some people right now I need to give a call to, and I need to call them today. I need to just check in and say, hey, how are you doing? Once you set aside these materialistic things, you realize you have more time for what you need to be doing. So I have learned a lot so far, and we're halfway through this month. But I'm learning a lot, and I'm really appreciating going on this journey. I know you guys thank me for sharing, but I thank you guys for watching. And it's also been very beneficial to me to be doing this. This series has helped me just as much as it has helped you. So let me just end it here. Tell me, guys, how your budget is. Do you have a budget? If so, what is it? If you feel comfortable sharing. And thank you guys so much for watching. Lord willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.